It was supposed to be just another ordinary evening. Dinner. A mindless movie neither of us really cared about. The kind of night you settle into when love feels familiar, safe, maybe even a little boring. Or so I thought. She laughed at something on her phone. The screen lit up her face in the dim light. And for just a second, I saw it. A name. Not one I recognized. But something deep inside me twisted. She caught my stare. Flipped the phone face down like it was burning. Laughed. Just a friend, she said. But when someone says nobody and hides their screen like it holds secrets, you don't need proof. You just know. I tried to let it go. Tried to enjoy the night. Pretend I hadn't seen the first crack in the foundation we'd spent years building. But from that moment on, everything changed. Her smile grew thinner. Her touch lost its warmth. And her eyes. They stopped meeting mine. Always looking somewhere else, somewhere I couldn't reach. I didn't confront her. No fights. No accusations. I waited. Watched. Listened. And it didn't take long. She started staying up later. Her phone never left her side. She smiled at texts she didn't want me to see. I became a ghost in my own home. And she became a stranger with my lover's face. Then one night, I broke. She was in the shower. The steam thick in the air. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I wasn't going to check it, I swear. But my hand moved on its own. Like it already knew the truth my heart wasn't ready to see. His name. Again. Only this time, there were hundreds of messages. Pictures. Plans. Laughter. Inside jokes, the kind we used to share. This wasn't a fling. This was a life built without me. Piece by silent piece. She hadn't just cheated. She had replaced me. I didn't wait for her to come out of the shower. Didn't need her lies. Didn't need her tears. I walked to the closet, grabbed my bag, took only what I needed, and I left. No note. No goodbye. No sound. She never believed I'd really go. But that's the thing. She didn't know me anymore. The days that followed were a blur. I checked into a cheap hotel, ignored her texts, her calls. At first, she flooded my phone. Where are you? Talk to me. This isn't fair. I can explain. But what was left to explain? She made her choice. And I made mine. I blocked her number, deleted our photos, unfollowed her, tried to erase her from my life. But you never really erase someone you loved. You just turn down the volume on their memory. 2 weeks later, I moved into a small apartment. Started over. Started breathing again. Some nights, I still reached across the bed. A cruel habit. Heartbreak muscle memory. But with time, the silence grew peaceful. The ache stopped streaming. 6 months passed. Then one day, she found me. I was walking home from work, groceries in hand, headphones in. I turned the corner and there she was. Outside my building. Smaller than I remembered. Not in body, but in spirit. Like guilt had crushed something inside her. Hey, she said, as if nothing had happened. I just stared. Can we talk? She asked. I should have walked past her. But I didn't. Maybe part of me wanted answers. Maybe part of me wanted her to say it out loud. We sat in a small cafe I'd never taken her to. My new place. My sanctuary. She stirred her coffee but didn't drink. Her hands trembled. Her voice barely rose above a whisper. I never thought you'd really leave. That was her first mistake. She thought love made me weak. But it didn't. It made me strong enough to walk away. She said it wasn't serious. Said she was lost. Said it was a mistake. But mistakes don't last months. Mistakes don't have morning texts. Mistakes don't send photos, or make plans, or replace you in bed. She cried. Said she missed me. Said her life hadn't been the same. And I believed her. But it didn't matter. Regret doesn't erase betrayal. And guilt isn't love. I don't need you to forgive me, she said. I just needed you to know I still think about us. I nodded. For the first time in a long time, I felt nothing. No pain. No anger. No longing. Just clarity. You think about us, I said. But you didn't fight for us when it mattered. She didn't respond. There was nothing left to say. I stood, left her there, at the table, and walked back into a life that no longer had room for someone who once believed I'd stay no matter what. If someone shows you what you mean to them, believe them. Don't wait for closure. Don't wait for apologies that come too late. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is walk away when they least expect it, and never look back.